Okay, so today we're going to be looking at sports and matter. We're going to compare the physical properties of some different sports balls. So, how would you describe a soccer ball? I just want you to think about this. This is things that we're discussing in the classroom, so I want you to kind of think about different ways that you describe a soccer ball. You might think about the texture of it, the color of it, how far you can kick it, those kinds of things. Maybe the size of it. Okay, how would you want to kick a bowling ball? You know, a soccer ball you would kick, but would you want to kick a bowling ball? And think about why you wouldn't want to kick a bowling ball. Probably because it's going to be really hard, right? And heavier than a soccer ball. So it has different physical properties than a soccer ball does. They're very different. Okay, so what makes a soccer ball useful for its intended purpose? Maybe the texture of it, the way that it's made, the fact that it's not too heavy, the fact that whenever you kick it, it's not going to hurt your toe, right? Or you can actually hit it off of your head, you know. So it has different physical properties that make it good for playing soccer. So we're going to investigate the physical properties of different types of balls. So I want you to kind of in your head make a list of all the ways that the balls are different. So the two balls that we're going to be looking at are a soccer ball and a baseball. Okay, so you can kind of start thinking of some ways that those are the same and the way that they're different. Okay, so volume is the amount of space matter takes up. And what are the physical properties of each kind of ball? So we're going to be going to the lab and looking at some of those physical properties together. Okay, you're going to need to dig in your manila envelope that you got in the mail and find this ball physical properties paper. It's just a half a sheet. It says ball physical properties at the top, and then it says physical properties and has some squares. If you need to pause to go find this, go do that. I'll also attach a copy of this page so that if you did not receive a manila envelope or you've lost it or whatever, you can print this out. Now, if you don't have the capabilities to print and you also did not receive this paper in the mail, then just you can make a little chart in your journal. That's where we're going to end up adding this. So just turn to your next blank page and you can make a chart in your journal that looks like this. You can pause this, or you can use the PDF that I'll attach to kind of make your own chart, and you can just write it out. And we'll be filling this out as we do this lab today. Okay. Okay, so here is our soccer ball. I'm going to try to give you a close-up look of it. And after we read our story, I believe that's the story we read about a soccer ball, we know that it is made out of plastic. It also has some rubber inside and some stitching, but the outside part is plastic. Okay, definitely want to give you a close-up look of this again. And if you have a soccer ball at home, you can actually go feel the texture of it. But we have a smooth texture that's on these panels. And then we also have kind of a bumpy texture where there is stitching. So we could put smooth panels, bumpy stitching. Okay, this particular soccer ball, even though it's got a little bit of tape sticky on it, it is a typical black and white soccer ball. So we're going to list the physical property of color as black and white.
I do. Pretty good. Okay, so it is
Can you read that to us?
269.2. We are, let's see, we're going to go ahead and call it 62 centimeters. Yep, go. So how high did it bounce, Zoe? What do you think? I would say about right here.
Okay. Oh, we got the wrong side out. Remember, we got to use centimeters. So, centimeter side, show me. Okay, so right about 50. And you can see that it floats. Okay, so on a baseball, if you've ever broken a baseball apart, you can, or if you've had a dog chew one up or whatever, you probably know what's on the inside. It actually says it though right here. I don't know if I can really get it to focus in, so I'll read it to you. It says solid cork and rubber center, synthetic leather cover. Okay, so that's what we're going to write on our blank next to material for a baseball. Okay, so if you've ever felt a baseball, which most of you probably have, or you may have one at home, you can go feel it and kind of see what you think it feels like. I talked to the students in class. They said it feels smooth, except on the stitching, it kind of feels bumpy. Okay, you can kind of feel the threads. So you could put smooth and bumpy, or smooth panels, bumpy stitching. Okay, as you can see, the color of a baseball is white with red stitching. Okay, so we're going to start with the biggest and move the biggest over 1. If it doesn't budge, move it over 2. Okay, if it knocks it down, move it back to 1. There you go. We gotta make sure we get it in the little groove. Okay. Okay, now move it back 1. There we go. Let's make sure we get it in that little groove there. So we get it accurate. Yeah, you did. Good job. Oh, I'm trying to get that even out. Oh, we're so close. Let's see what that does. That worked. Just about perfect. Okay, can you read that number? It's
145?
Yes, 145 grams. Very Okay, so we're getting the circumference of a baseball. Nope, you're going to wrap it all the way around. And wherever it matches up, right there, what's that number?
23.
23 centimeters. Okay, are we ready? All right, Jason, you watching? Okay, did you see about where did it jump up to?
About 20 maybe?
Okay, so you think maybe about the 20? Okay, we'll write that down, that's fine. Okay.
I was right, but like I saw him right then. And it is floating.